Hi students, welcome to session 4 of Things Around Us. We studied about biotic components in the previous session. The word biotic means living, and in today's session we are going to study about abiotic components. So students, I welcome you to learn this planet, and now we will study about air. We know that oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are present in air, are very important for the survival of organisms. Both plants and animals need oxygen for respiration. We know very well. So, animals and human beings, they release carbon dioxide during respiration, which is used to green plants for photosynthesis. Even carbon dioxide is also released by burning of fuels in vehicles and factories. But plants in turn release oxygen into the environment. Thus we can say that green plants play a very important role in maintaining the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the environment. So, now I will discuss about the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere with you. Alright, now you have to just imagine that here are some green plants. And as we know that green plants release oxygen by the process of photosynthesis. And now this oxygen is consumed by animals and human beings. Right? Here we can consider one more thing. These are the flames. So this is combustion, because oxygen, when it comes in contact with air, it can burn something. So this is combustion. And imagine that here are some big industries. So now you can imagine that green plants release oxygen by the process of photosynthesis. And this oxygen is consumed by animals and human beings. Oxygen is also very helpful when it comes in contact with air. It burns. So we are able to burn something with the help of oxygen. Even matchsticks work on that principle. And here are some industries. Right? Now, how can green plants get the carbon dioxide? Yes, we know that animals and human beings consume, or they inhale, we cannot say consume, but they inhale oxygen. But in turn, what do they release? Yes, they release one gas, which is important for green plants. So what is that gas? Try to guess it. Yes, it is carbon dioxide. So here, animals and human beings, they release carbon dioxide gas by the process of respiration. And here, industries and combustion also releases carbon dioxide, which is then utilized by green plants. So carbon dioxide released from combustion and industries are utilized by green plants, and even carbon dioxide released by animals and human beings through the process of respiration is utilized by green plants. So in this way, we can say that there is the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Alright, so this is about the balance of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now let us get back to our slide. Yes, what we were discussing about air. So there is one more thing to be studied about air. So what is it? Yes, we know that air is very much important for us, or oxygen is very much important for us. So we just now studied that plants release oxygen, which is inhaled by us, the animals and human beings. There is one more thing, moving air, which is called wind. So a moving air, which is a abiotic component called as wind, is also useful in many ways. Like the first advantage is that wind helps in pollination, which is an important step in the reproduction of plants. Now here you can see two plants, and with the help of wind they are able to pollinate. So pollination is helpful, or pollination occurs with the help of wind, which is an important step in the reproduction of plants. Secondly, wind helps in the dispersal of several fruits and seeds, for example, heptage and dandelion. Because dandelion is a very lightweight plant, so it has feathers all around. And that is why we can say that wind helps in the dispersal of several fruits and seeds. That is, for example, heptage or dandelion. There are other examples too. These are not just two of them. Even wind blows away fine particles of dust suspended in the air. Now, just imagine that if these particles which are suspended in the air, the dust particles, if they are not blown away by the wind, then what will happen? They will combine with smoke and water vapor. What will happen? If the dust particles suspended in the air are not blown away by moving air or by the wind, what will they do? Sorry. They will combine with smoke and water vapor, and they will remain suspended in the air as smog, because smog is actually smoke plus fog. And remember that smog is very harmful as it may cause asthma and other respiratory diseases. So wind plays a very important role in blowing away the dust particles suspended in the air. So this was all about moving air called as wind. Now we will study about, or we will discuss about, another abiotic component, that is water. Students, water is very important for living organisms to survive. Like plants absorb water through their roots, which is then transported to different plant parts. Water is also essential for carrying out photosynthesis in plants. Even water plays an important role in the human body. You can see here the red color indicates the blood in the human body, and this is a more clear picture of blood cells in the human body. So water plays an important role in the human body. Blood, which transports substances within the human body, is largely composed of water. You will be very amazed to know this is the fact that 70% of the human body consists of water. And that is why blood, which transports substances within the human body, is largely composed of water. Water even dissolves vital gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, and it allows sunlight to penetrate into water bodies. This is what enables living beings to survive in water. Remember, students, that the water we drink has been circling around in the water cycle for millions of years. This means the same water exists now on Earth from the time of dinosaurs. How amazing it is. Right? So this was about water. Now we will study about other important abiotic component called soil. As you know, students, that soil is the uppermost layer of the Earth's crust. It has 4 sublayers: topsoil, subsoil, parent material, and bedrock. Now out of this is considered to be organic layer because it is composed of organic matter. Then this is considered to be the topsoil. This is considered as subsoil. This layer is considered as parent material. And this one is bedrock. So basically they are divided into 4 sublayers. This is the main layer, organic layer, made up of organic matter. Rest of them are sublayers of the soil, and they are very important. So it is in the topsoil that plants grow. Here you can see in the picture, this is topsoil where plants grow. So soil is very rich in minerals such as magnesium, potassium, and phosphorus. Without soil, there would be no plants and thus no food for us, because there are only green plants that can manufacture the food by their own. So here you can see in the picture that plants grow well in loosely packed soil, as it allows their roots to grow deeper and also makes it easier for them to absorb water and nutrients. This is why farmers plow the field before sowing seeds. Even animals like earthworm and snail also make the soil loose by turning it. So in short, topsoil is very much important as it is very rich in minerals which enables the plants to grow. So soil is also very important. Yes, that was all about the abiotic components: soil, water, light, temperature, and air. And now we are going to discuss about habitat. This is a very short note of habitat. So let us study about it. We know that in nature, biotic and abiotic components are closely related. They are very important because they form the environment. But they are very closely interrelated. Like biotic components, they are the organisms which interact with one another. So, a group of interdependent organisms that live in the same region and interact with one another form a biotic community. Means a biotic community includes plants, animals, and microorganisms. So, each organism lives in a particular area where it finds food and other resources it needs to survive. So, how can we define habitat? Yes, the area where a particular organism naturally lives is called its habitat. So, an organism's habitat includes abiotic components such as temperature, light, air, water, and soil. And so we can conclude that there is a close interaction between living organisms and these abiotic components. So that was all about habitat. I hope you enjoyed today's session and learned about abiotic components and its importance which forms in the environment. So we will study about biotic and abiotic components in higher class, more about them in higher classes. Till then, keep enjoying and keep learning. Have a nice time.